Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah, it's your boy Moseefus, 20 view king. Everything I do get 20 views, even if I'm just doing thumbnails. Watch. I'm telling you, it's gonna get 20 views. It's gonna get 20 views. But this is what I do in the morning times anyway, man. I'm gonna rock out with y'all doing thumbnails. F it, right? That's cool. Hopefully y'all appreciate this for what it is. Me doing the hard work. You know what I mean? I had so many people telling me that I should just stop doing reactions and stop doing YouTube stuff because I wasn't trying to listen to 20 minutes of Harry Mack freestyle. Let me go grab my coffee. I don't see shit. I don't see shit. Wasn't something that I thought about, but knew that you absolute doubt. Alright, so this is DaVinci Resolve. This is the editing program that I do all the work in and whatnot. Um, what was I just talking about? Yeah, man. I'm trying to show y'all the background work. Not today I gotta justify or legitimize myself to anybody up in this joint. Like I really don't. I really truly don't. At all. I don't feel the necessary need to. I know I don't. But yeah, this is what I gotta do after every stream. All those videos and requests that we do. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All the videos and requests we do get chopped up in these joints. So at the end of the stream, I gotta optimize these images, and so that I can scan through them at 4K. You know, so it's not easy for a computer to process a 4K image that you can scrub like this or whatever. But first of all, let me get this audio off. There's no reason for me to be listening to the damn audio and possibly for whatever reason get a copyright strike about audio. That's very possible. And that piss me the hell off. That'd be annoying, yo. That would be annoying. But yeah, like I was saying, back to the issue that I've been so harping on for the rest of the week, for last week, the Harry Mack situation. It's like, yeah, I was being told that if I can't sit there and listen to 20 minutes of him rippity rapping, that I shouldn't be doing reactions. Like, why am I doing them if I'm just doing them for me to be running out of there? And I'm like, nah, it's not even that. It's like, yo, this is a whole process, man. It's a whole video. Like, why is Harry Mack just rapping if he's not gonna make a song? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I could have said back. Why is he doing freestyles without a song? Like, do the rest of the work like I gotta do to make a full piece. Like, rapping's just part of music, you know? It's part of hip hop. You gotta have the beat, you gotta have the melody, you gotta have the chorus, you know what I mean? It's like, it'd be like if Cats was saying, and look, this is not what I went live for to go hate on Harry Mack. I just want to really like see if anybody will pop up. And I like the morning live that we did the other day. I liked it that. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch until anybody pops up. I'll switch to the other screen. I'm gonna switch to the other screen. Did that work? That should have worked. Yeah, it worked. All right. Yeah, I was saying, why is Harry Mack making raps if he's not making songs? Like, I want to hear a song. That's like somebody who got all the kung fu all them joints, and they don't ever get into a fight. It's like, yeah, it look good, all the kias and like that shit sound good. It looked like you could fight, but I need to see you in a fight. Like, you know what I mean? You can't sit here and tell me that a UFC fighter ain't better than you because you got dope ass kias. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of feel the Harry Mack situation was. He got dope ass kiosks, but I don't know if he could fight. So that was my assessment. I was like, well, you know what? It's not like he even came in like he came in like a world. He came in hard. It's like, yeah, okay, you do that nice, you do that amazing. I was all about Harry Mack. It was just the fans, man. Like if there was no fans involved, I'd probably be way more fond of him. Way more fond of him. But yeah, y'all fans. Not all of y'all. Some of y'all was cool. But the reason I feel like the reason why they had to be cool was to counteract the negative ones. The negative ones made those other guys have to come and be like, "Oh, don't worry about them. I understand where you're coming from." Like they wouldn't even have to come out like that. They could have been normal, but then they had to kind of counterbalance the nonsense that y'all was doing. But then the people make the world go around. Man, I don't know what kind of people that like there could be some weird people in this world. Everybody's not like me. Like I guess to some people I'm weird too, but everybody I think I'm normal, and some people I watch a lot of YouTube. I guess maybe those people watch a lot of YouTube, and maybe they even went Harry Mack's stream at some point and said a word to him, and he did their word, and that probably was like the biggest moment in their life. He did a word, so they're probably like, "Oh, I'll never wash my keyboard again." Like it was probably like the biggest thing they ever been to had happen to them was Harry Mack spin a word for him. So now they vowed to defend him against any threat, foreign or domestic. And I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I can rationalize it in my head. I can I can somehow grasp it. I can grasp the concept. I'm just like I'm so self conscious that if I ever got that way about anything, if I ever got so silly about defending any position that wasn't life or death, or about my core value system, I'd smack myself. I'd really like maybe not literally, but I definitely figuratively smack myself. Be like, what are you doing right now? What are you putting your energy into? What did you just fill up your YouTube comment box about on somebody else's video? Like somebody else made a video and you just sat there and commented man on. But you know what? And this is what somebody even said. Like every time you say something wrong, you backtrack it. And yeah, I'm like, okay, that's a good thing, right? Like I notice when I say stuff wrong. When I say stuff right, you don't say nothing. But I was just about to do that because I was gonna say, you know what? I don't say that when good comments come in. Like I don't say none of this when good comments come in and they like a whole page long. And like that happens sometimes too. Mad long good ass comments saying positive shit about me. Like, oh, you Moseefus, you're my favorite YouTuber. Well, that don't happen much. That happened like once. Somebody was like, Moseefus, you my favorite YouTuber. And then, I liked that. I liked that. I took that personal. I took that personal. So yeah, it's just that whole Harry Mack, and I ain't getting no thousand subs from it. So I gathered they didn't really. Some of them fucked with me. Like I got a good sub up, but it wasn't no thousand. It wasn't no thousand. And I didn't expect. That's the whole thing. Like when you go into these shuffles, right, and these live requests, you don't expect to be getting no view count. Like these cats, I feel like a lot of cats on YouTube, they not even just reactors, everybody, they cater their content to get views, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's what this is here for. This is a way to get money, man. People can get rich off of this joint if they do it right. They play within the boundaries. Like this cats that be trying out products and stuff getting the millions of views, and like they'll buy the product and then pocket the rest of the money. Like they get donations from people to say, buy this product and try it out on camera. I want to see what your take on it is. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it. I feel why cats would cater their videos like that, but I just don't. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to cater my content for views. So I don't. I never expected to run into a Harry Mack situation where it was like, oh, if you did this right, you would have got X amount of press, not press, X amount of clout, not even clout, X amount of subscribers and views. Like, oh, it would have increased your visibility. Like, yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, them all gang liking and gang subscribing because I was positive about Harry would increase my visibility with the YouTube algorithm, which would have at the end of the day it would have gave me more chances to be viewed by others who possibly would like me. but I wasn't going to be doing a whole bunch of Harry fraud joints. Harry fraud, Harry Mack. I wasn't going to be doing Harry Mack back to back because they liked me. Like that's what they would have expected. If I had got lit because of them, they would have expected me to constantly be reacted to him. Every time they asked me to react to him, and be like, "Oh, I remember where you came from" and stuff like that. It's like I'm kind of glad that didn't happen because I don't want that expectation. Like, and then they'll be highly disappointed. There'll be a mass unsubbing when they realize what the channel is about, and that we don't we don't cater to specific content unless honestly unless you want to put money behind it, and then like that's the only way to really like start aiming this channel. Other than that, this is fun and random, man. This is time passing type thing. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm doing thumbnails, and nobody's watching this. This is the time passage for me and whoever decides they watching this joint. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, and this YouTube, man. Like, I hope you got something more serious going on than a video on YouTube. Like, I make these joints and I got more serious shit going on than videos on YouTube. So I would hope you do too. That's all. That whole Harry Mack situation, we can definitely let that go. I don't think about that shit no more. God bless me. Like I don't even want. I'm not saying I don't want to think about Harry Mack no more. I gotta really choose my words because I don't want to come off like I'm saying I'm not doing Harry Mack reactions no more. I'm just saying I don't want to think about the energy that all that produced. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, and people should not act like that. But those aren't people. Those aren't people. You're not a person on the internet until my five senses. You're not a person, period, in life. I hate to say it like that, but you're not a real person until my five senses have detected you. No, not touch. I don't need to touch you. I don't need to taste you neither. I need to at least see and hear you, and maybe smell you, man. Because if you're a funky person, like I ain't taking nothing you say into consideration. You can't even wash your ass, man. And you got problems keeping your hygiene in order. I mean, I was talking to this one. Well, I like this one girl. This is back in my misbegotten youth, man. Back when in college years, I liked this one girl. Like I used to try to like I was making moves. I was trying to get in it, and she used to curve me. But she was musty. Like her underarms stunk. She was pretty and all, nice titties, light skin. Like she was cute. She was cute. I was a fan. I was a fan. But like I noticed a few times, like I smell underarms. I remember her and her homegirl came to my boy crib, and my boy didn't want to mess with his homegirl, but I'm trying to make moves on her or whatever, and she pinched me. She pinched me, and I got pissed. I hate being pinched, and I just went cold. Ain't saying nothing else to her. I was like, "Oh, y'all ready to go?" But I just remember when I was like trying to kiss her on her neck, and shit, I smelled must. I don't know if she was allergic to the deodorant or whatever. Like, sometimes deodorant breaks people out, and then like especially when you like not old enough to try product. Back then, it wasn't no real Amazon that you could just try anything. So she could have been like musty because of that. But like at the end of the day, I don't care how bad you is. If you musty or your breath stink, you non grata. Like you just all that badness is wasted. Like that's why. Mm-mm. Yo, what up, Rush? Am I live or nah? I'm live. Yo, what up, bro? I think I kind of messed it. I got these shortcut hotkeys, man. I'm over here trying to do, um, man. I'm over here trying to do DaVinci and do my thumbnails, and I mess it up. We up? Yeah, I know you up, man. You on the other side of the world. What time is it over there? What time is it over there, bro? Let me take these hotkeys off, man. At least the one that got me doing freaking recording. Cause yeah, I'm recording mad videos in that case. That shit gonna blow my mind. Start recording and get this out of here. I said get this out of here. What the fuck? Stop playing with me. What? Delete. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's delete all these. I'll deal with that later. Apply. Oh yeah? It's like what? 650 over here. Yeah, but I don't know if any of that got to the stream. Oh man, I was telling a story of how I was talking to because I was basically saying people settle for situations where uh you're not being pleased all the way with your five senses because somebody's really pretty. You ignore the fact that they're hygiene, they stink, or they got a skin situation that it feels funny to your skin. And I'm like, yo, the five senses really counts, like every single bit. Oh yeah, cause I'm back on track. I was talking about how none of these people on the internet is really real to me until I can sense them with until I at least see them, hear them, and smell them. Like until I can tell that you're not a person who's musty, like you can't be talking shit and giving me any type of correction in life if you can't wash your underarms on a regular basis. If you come outside without the self love of or without not even self love, without the worry of oh my god, people are gonna smell me and I'm offending everybody. If you come outside just not giving a fuck about that, then I don't want to care about you or take your opinion or what you say into value. I don't want to. I don't want to because I don't feel like you are capable of doing that. I don't think that is your wheelhouse to be. You're not that person to be telling other people about their position in society and how they should be acting to other people because you can't even have the discernment to know that you shouldn't be walking around with stinky ass pits. Like that's basic A number one. So that's the thing about the YouTube stuff. It's like, yeah, sometimes people say stuff in comments and I'm like, you know what, you're right. I'll take that into consideration. But then it's like, you know what, I can't just give respect to everybody. Like in life, you're supposed to give respect to get respect, yeah. But that's in life. This isn't life until it's life. You know what I mean? You can't give things false merit. Like you can't make things mean more than they really do mean in the grand scheme of things. And so yeah, that was basically this was all revolving around the whole Harry Mack situation and how people say a lot of stuff. It's just like I can't really go back and forth because I don't know what you are. I don't know who I'm referring to. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean, Rush. All right, people. I'm doing these thumbnails, right? So I'm doing these thumbnails, right? So yeah, I was telling a story about Stinky Girl, and her pits used to always smell, man. I was trying to holler though, but that's before I was, before I got to this point where I even like back then, if a chick tried to get some, I was pretty much saying yes. Like it was, I wasn't good at saying no. I didn't turn much down back then. Um, yeah, that's not that's not something I'm proud of at all. Because I should have had way more pride in my stroke game than me giving up dick like that. Like just because you enjoy it don't mean that you should be giving enjoyment out. You know what I mean? You gotta have that type of pride in yourself when it comes to especially sex. 'Cause sex is dangerous, man. So many bad things can come up out of it, and then you're like, I got all these problems because of you, because I wanted to play with you, because I wanted to get an internal massage from you. Yeah, talking about some regrets. So yeah, nah. I'm glad to have developed into the mind state that pussy is not pussy. That was a bad statement that we used to say back in our misforgotten days. Pussy don't got no face. Oh yes it do. Oh yes it do. It could have an ugly one. Nah, I mean, why is this dark? What's going on? See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. I messed it up. That was on me. That was on me. Step one, I'm gonna have some fun. Step two, me and you. Step three, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. And let me optimize these pictures which I don't really need to do because they're just pictures. They don't take shit from my computer to read them. But anything is plenty, man. Damn, I need all the help that I can get. Because my computer is not the strongest to be dealing with 4K footage. No matter if it's a picture, a video, it's 4K. And my computer really should be messing with 1080. I just have enough to edit 4K footage. If it goes to 6K, my computer blows up instantly. It's gonna blow up right on my desk. All right, so Pete, this is how we started off, right? We always for the background color. I'm picking the background color. So this joint has what's called a depth map on it. Let's step by step. We're gonna pick the background color of the scene. Ugh. So I guess we're just gonna pick the color of the ceiling. Bitch, I've been in scrubs since day one. So Fridays are easy because Fridays don't take no type of I don't really have to do a description. I don't really have to do a description because it's always requests. It's like so Cash App requests or Super Chat requests. That's what all the descriptions are. So yeah, so I go one by one. I only did 10 last night. I ran my mouth a little bit too much last night, I think. It was too many new people, and then we had to do new lives. But it's cool. It's cool because back when I used to do the shuffle and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do 10 of them. That was before we had so many different contributions, and that's before we had so many different people. Like that was just when I was by myself. Now it's a little bit deeper. So we're gonna try to make the streams more time based. See, this is kind of effed up. I'm gonna have to fix this one. See how it's all covering my face on this one because the depth map is all screwed up. And it's gonna piss me off. It didn't do this last time. I thought I had fixed it. I thought I had fixed the lighting. So the way I light the shot is very it's not very important. It helps the depth map because if you hit things properly with light, the depth map is able to detect better um what's supposed to be in the back, what's supposed to be in the front. But if everything's not lit properly, it can't really tell the depth of the actual picture or the shot. But this works really well with like putting text or graphics behind the individual. That's really what the depth map is for. Like, have you ever seen like a shot of somebody running in front of a logo or running in front of text, like a big blocky text? That's because somebody has literally cut out the individual, put a map on them, and then track that through the moving shot. With the depth map, it's able to somehow through AI automatically give you colors for each different shades of gray for each layer in your picture, and those shades of gray stand for a layer where you can put stuff. I'll show y'all in a second, man. It's really a dope ass tool that he just came out with. It's bad. It was one of the brand new joints. It's really changed my. Oh, see, I'm already jumping there. It changed the way I do thumbnails. It really did. It revolutionized my thumbnail game. Because before this joint was tedious. Remember, I was just phoning them in for a while. Oh, you with Discord? Yeah, man, come down to the Discord. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this. We could chat Discord. You mean now or you mean later? Not loud while I'm streaming. Yeah, we gotta get a Discord cipher or something going. We gotta get a Discord cipher going. One person voice I heard is Tim and Tominator. Listen, I ain't out here fiending to be hearing y'all men voices. So don't get it twisted. That wasn't what I was trying to say earlier. I was saying that because like don't be talking shit. I'm the one stepping in front of the camera, putting my shit on the line. Putting my opinions out there for the world to chop up. You not like so. Don't until you ready to do that too. Until you ready to jump on camera with me and debate me face to face. Be nice, like you know what I mean. At least be nice. At least curb your words in the comments. That's what I was trying to say. Mm. Oh Oh, you in it now? Why I don't see no notifications? I don't know. I don't know what's up with Discord, man. Did I turn the no those off? No those. I bet you won't hit a motherfucker. Hit a motherfucker, bitch. I bet you won't. I don't see you saying shit though. What chat you in? Oh, you in the voice chat. Oh yeah. Yo, yo, rushwolf on the voice chat. Yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, shit, bro. Seefus was good.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Hey, shit. Yeah, same thing, man. Woke up. You was the one that suggested doing these morning streams again. I ain't got no fruit this morning though.
You're the man, bro. I love
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man. You've been down since day one, yo. We've
you.
been.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You said it's like midnight out there, right?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. right now.
That's crazy. I just woke up. I said, "Fuck it." Yo, Eugene in the house. I said, "Fuck it." I'ma jump on.
Yo, Eugene, hey,
That's rushful for the Discord, Eugene. Eugene's supposed to come down to the Discord, but he said he can't. He got technical difficulties. Come down to the Discord. He not allowed. Yeah, man. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I ain't got no fruit this morning, but I'm sitting here doing these thumbnails, man. Trying to get these shits out for the trying to stay on this Harry Mack
you
wave.
got that breakfast fruit? You got that breakfast fruit?
Yeah, I ain't got no breakfast fruit today. I gotta order it for tomorrow. I gotta order it for tomorrow.
Oh,
So I'm probably eat some leftover pizza. Yo, last night, man, I ordered a supreme pizza. So yeah, they got Pizza Hut out there in New Zealand, Rush Wolf.
yeah. What's that?
Pizza
We got
Hut.
pizza out here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. We got pizza out there. Yeah,
with the stuffed crust and shit.
we got stuffed crust.
So, Pete, I ordered a stuffed crust supreme pizza, right? Last night after the stream. You know, the stream be long. I'll be hungry. Yeah, tell me why supreme pizza supposed to have everything on it. Green peppers, all that shit. These motherfuckers sent me a cheese pizza with no sauce. No sauce. Yo, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you this dry ass shit. Man. Nah, I got the joint right here. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Oh, you got it on you.
They got some nerve because I can't eat all this. It looked like the damn box. It looked like the damn box. It's free at least. at least it's, at least the shit was free. It was free at least. But yeah, man. They did me dirty last night. I was sick. I was sick, man. Like how you send that? Like I said, Supreme. That's how it is though, man. It's these hood ass Pizza Huts, man. Yeah, listen. If you gonna get pizza like that, you get that type of pizza anywhere, man. That shit is just cheese. They even put no sauce on the shit. How do you not put sauce on somebody's pizza? Nah, I ain't getting no strike last night, Eugene. Who's Hector?
You're just a natural American actor to me.
Oh, an actor. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, to me,
Oh,
you
that's
look like you're just a natural actor, bro.
that's dope, man. That's dope. I mean, I definitely want to call myself an actor. This is definitely me just being me. But I am in the field of video production, so I definitely do know how to turn it on. Don't get it twisted. I know how to get the mouthpiece and the flow and the words flowing. You know, I've been in production.
Trust me, a lot of Australians and New Zealanders would like any type of American actor, bro. Like we like Americans, we like your fellas
Yeah.
Even if you donate, then you acting as you are, like real people.
Uh
Those
huh.
are being used. To us, like we like that, like use being used. It's like real as well.
Well, man, that's all I know how to be. Hold on, let me put you on the big speaker. That shit probably would help. 'Cause I don't know if Eugene can hear you right now. Oh, let me see if I can connect to the water joints. It is connected. What the fuck, then?
Your show feels more radio adequate. Did he say adequate?
What are you talking about?
Eugene said your show feels more radio adequate or something.
Oh, radio esque.
Oh, radio is.
Yeah,
I like that.
so he's saying say I'm
Bro,
more.
I'm a native Polynesian.
I saw that. That word fucked him up.
Bro, yeah, that's me, Eugene. What's up, Eugene? Hey,
That word fucked him up. Yeah, I'm talking to Rush, man. I'm talking to Rush on the Discord.
bro. Talking to Russ.
That word fucked him up real quick.
Well, I wanna talk to Mayberry. Like, I just wanted to say hi to May. Like, make
Yeah, man, it's dope, man. Yo, listen.
like, hear my voice. Like, my accent.
Yo,
You know
this,
who I am.
yeah, man, that's dope, yo. So now it's you, Terminator, and Tim I done got in touch with. Yo, this whole YouTube thing is crazy. I keep on telling y'all, yo, this was not the intention. Like, I didn't know it was gonna get to this point.
Moseefus.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
And everything I do gets
20
20
views.
views.
Yeah, I should have timed it. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I can't do it. I'm just a big crackhead at the moment.
I ain't shit. I ain't do a long one in a minute, man. I gave up on that challenge. I gave up on that challenge early. So yeah, you in New. So what part of New Zealand? You're in the city in New Zealand. Like New Zealand's a country, first of all. So you guys have provinces, states. What?
Nah, we don't have states. New Zealand's just one whole country.
Get out of here. So it's how do you section it off?
You don't section it off. It's one whole law, one whole state.
That's wild.
The whole country is one whole law, one whole state.
Okay, so is there a rural part? Is there a city part? And how do you designate that?
Oh yeah, there's rural areas, a lot of townships, cities in New Zealand, but they all just class as townships and cities.
And you just label them that way.
Yeah,
But
and there's like a mayor. There's a mayor for every certain part of section. So like the North Island would be like considered as one section of the part of New Zealand.
uh-huh.
And
Wow.
that's considering so North Island. When I say North Island, that's considering from Auckland all the way up to like the tip of New Zealand.
So what is Auckland?
Auckland's a city.
So wait, you got cities. You got cities inside of one
Yeah, we got
country.
cities.
I
Yeah, we
got
got
it.
cities.
But you don't have
We got
states.
states.
Copy.
Yeah, we don't have a state. So like our
Got it.
country is just one whole country.
Right.
There's no states. Yeah.
So like in the states we have New York City, but then we have Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania, which is a state, and New York City is in New York, which is a state. And each state has different laws, but
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, every state is governed by federal law. So it probably makes it a lot easier to
Yeah,
just
and you just have your own mayors that govern that state.
right, exactly. But like, so you'll have situations where people will do a crime in one state and then go to another state and have to face extradition to the first state to face the crime they did there after getting prosecuted for the crime they did in so you'll be facing three different state crimes in three different states if you don't stay one place and
Yeah,
get your life together.
yeah,
Did
I get it. So like, so pretty much if you're trying
Yep. Well, it matters. It matters. So let's say I do something new in New York, and I don't know if we should be talking about this on live, but I don't think you get in trouble for this because I'm not telling anybody to do it. Let's say I do something wrong in New York. Before I get any charges, I'm going down to North Carolina. I'm going out to a different state that has nothing to do with New York type situations. And probably if they hear it's in New York, they probably don't even want to deal with New York laws. Like they don't even get along, the police departments. But then if I do something in North Carolina and get caught, North Carolina's going to prosecute me for their crime. And then after that, New York's going to get in touch with North Carolina. It's like, you got him in jail? Bring him up here. He did some shit up here too. And you better hope they do it. So if, let's say you get 10 years in North Carolina, 10 years in New York, you better hope they say concurrently, which means you do both 10 at the same time, or you're doing 20. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why you'll have people who get locked up one place and being moved all around the country.
America shouldn't have had independency. They should stay with the British.
Well, that would have been a whole other bag of tea. Taxation without representation was never fair.
You wouldn't be dealing with gun laws and all. You wouldn't be dealing with gun crimes and that.
Well, I happen to be black, so it wasn't gonna work out good. It wasn't gonna work out good for me regardless. They was, yeah. They wasn't working out no deals with my type from the beginning, so
But they could have because they try to do it with the natives in New Zealand.
that wasn't working out no deals.
Oh, well, they try to take over us with more power, but at the end of the day, they couldn't because New Zealand and England is too far to get more British soldiers across the continent.
Oh, did they? So I think I'm
Yeah,
only
so they
privy.
make a treaty.
Oh, I didn't
They
know
make a
that.
treaty with us natives. So we have a treaty with the British, us natives of New Zealand.
So the I forget what it was called, but when they snatched up all the dark kids, I'm not all the light skinned Aboriginal kids. That all Australia or New Zealand? Yeah, that's one of the craziest things I ever learned in my life. like you guys just did that. Like,
They did some things to Australia when they tried to. The story with the British going to Australia, they were convicts, say.
yep, yeah,
So,
exactly.
so what they did was
Penal
they had too
colony.
many. Yeah, they had too much prisoners in England back in the day. So what they used to do was ship them to Australia instead. All the convicts.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew that. Yeah, Australia was a penal colony. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what they did was send all the convicts to Australia to make a living themselves.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and that's how Australia was formed.
Yeah, I understand on that. I'm talking about specifically what they did with the people that was already there. The islanders
Yeah,
that
yeah.
were already there.
What they were doing with the Aboriginals, they were trying to actually wipe them right out.
Yep. They
They were trying to
declared them
extinct
savage
the. They were trying, yeah, but they try to extinct the Aboriginals
through violent means or through just like,
from killing, yes, from murders,
wow.
from murdering.
So that was the
There
first
was a
step.
lot of Aboriginals.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, you don't know the law what they had over in Australia. They used to just run Aboriginals over and didn't care.
In the cars, like there was like cane toads.
Yeah, like cane toads, just run them over and just leave them.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They were cruel people. They're cruel. They were cruel people to. I mean, back then they were quite cruel.
Well, I
Now,
mean,
now,
now they're just cruel in their own homes. I feel like a lot of people are still cruel, but it's just not hip to be cruel. Like you gotta hide it now. Like but you know what? That's not even true because we have the Donald Trump situation that made it real okay to be as open and honest about your wretchedness and your lack of tolerance. Like yeah, it's really an interesting time to be dealing with the knowledge Like when you really know what the hell went on. Like I understand a lot of people are ignorant to what went on with dark people. It's usually that's what we fall back on. We fall back on phenotype when it gets hard. When it gets hard and gets scary, when it's a time of scarcity and hunger, you know, when we were discovering new land, we fall back on what people look like. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a lot. Well, a lot of black people in this country do that as well. Like everything falls back on, you know, segregation, not even slavery, and I think that's the disconnect. Is when black people are talking about um, horrors in this country. We're not talking about slavery. None of us went through slavery. We're talking about police brutality. We're talking about segregation, Jim Crow. Right. The post, the post stuff, you know, the right, and those things like yeah. So I have a coworker who's half Maui. I said that right, Maui. Yeah, so he's half Maui, and we have a certain understanding when we discuss, you know, the structure. And I always call it the structure. It's the structure that is maintained in society, and we have a certain understanding when we start discussing why things are the way they are. Sometimes, you know, and it's not. So, do you guys have colorism within your own um? So, like the lighter ones get they think they're more. Yeah, but they use it because it works. Uh huh. Uh huh. uh huh. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Right. Right.
It goes from brown to dark brown to black. You know what I mean?
It
Our skin evolves as well.
so I believe within every large like demographic racial group that there's always going to be a phenotype separation. Like even the English and the Irish, man. I think they even fall back on it because they look slightly different. Religion. Yeah. I think originally, yes, that's where it's rooted from. But I guarantee you, they could see each other. They could see each other down the block, and they wouldn't have to like, what's your religion? It's like, oh no, he's Irish. I could tell the Irish motherfucker. It's like his phenotype is the easiest way, you know. And it's weakness. It's weakness within us as human beings because we don't want to do the hard work. The hard work is learning who a person is. A hard work is like seeing the differences for what they are and still being able to really process a person. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's much safer. I keep on forgetting what the damn song is. It's much safer to surround yourself with people who look like you, because then most likely they are like you.
Yes, yes, I understand. Yes, yes.
Uh,
Me, in my personal opinion, and with myself and experience, I've hung with all cultures, whether it be Sudanese, African, some Polynesian, even European. We've hung out, even Indians, Afghans. We've all hung out together as one and looked at each other as like we're all the same.
well, you know what? The reality is, in the position of being an oppressed group, you don't really have the luxury of saying, I'm not going to be around these people. If you want to progress in life, you have to be around everybody because you're not in a position of power where you can homogenize yourself and then be okay. Right, right. Yeah, I tell people, I try to tell white people that all the time. It's like, look, we can't be anti white and prosper in society. It's not conducive. You have to be okay with white people. You can't hate white people and live in America.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you can fear them, you can be mad at them, but you can't hate them. If you hate them, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke. You can't go to the store. You can't go to the movie. You can't go to a restaurant if you hate white people. They there. They there all the time. But you can be a white person hating black people and live a perfect life in America. Avoid us, spit on us. Right.
Like we have an understanding. The whites in New Zealand have an understanding with the natives. Yeah,
Mm,
they like they don't look down on us, and we don't look down on them. We look at each other. We're equal.
mm.
Yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, there is a lot of racism as well between the natives of New Zealand and the whites, but we don't take it as serious as you used to
Right.
in America because you have been oppressed differently.
Well, yeah, motherfuckers made us work. They made our forefathers work. It's a different dynamic. One is like, we were fighting against each other, and now we no longer have to fight. The other dynamic is we're still working for you, but in a different. You're now allowing us to get some money, and just now we're now getting to the point like I really felt most of my life that I was never going to be able to make a living wage. Not until maybe 10 years ago did I even get myself to the point that a living wage was possible. Not till 5 years ago did I really start living, like to the point that I was making enough money that ends was meeting, and and that's through the grace of God and having two parents. But the society can tear you up, especially if you're already from the slave class, man. Like in the end of the day, it goes back to video games. Like video games know what they talking about when they do RPGs. Like there's a slave class, there's a warrior class, a slave class, a scientist class. All those classes, that's the structure that is always going to be maintained in human beings, whether we like it or not. We can get into our little circles and try to do better, but on the grand scheme of things, well, as a large organism of human beings, always going to try to maintain that structure. Like even the people that are in the slave class are trying to make sure the other people are staying in the slave class, which is crazy. It's such a mind fuck. We don't live long enough to fix this shit, and it's a very sad thing to process and realize that we're just not gonna be here long enough to fix it. But yeah, I'm glad to be here on YouTube. The motherfuckers got YouTube to the point that we can talk to like you in New Zealand. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I'm sitting here talking to somebody in New Zealand about society's ills. That definitely is something that is going to change the world. The ability to do shit like this on a regular basis is that there's no way that doesn't change the structure. That changes communication.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. That's all you can do is just talk about it.
Right.
Okay.
But think about the time, the what up, Trip Dub? What up, Trip Dub? Think about the back in the days when everything was all information was going by Pony Express. You know what I mean?
Well,
If you
that's it. That's it. It's it. Like yeah, tripped up saying it's a rich and poor thing as well. And
hmm
that's it too. They can segregate people from race as well. You know what I mean?
right,
Just saying.
but so rich and poor,
That's
that
how it is.
definition's even changed because wealth used to equal education, and that's no longer the case. There's no face to education anymore. You cannot look at somebody and tell them that if they're educated. That used to be something that existed. Is that the wealthy and the elite were the ones that were educated. But now you can earn your education and wealth by simply putting in the time. You can get the education, and once you get that, you now, it's one of the levels in life you can be more wealthy than somebody else in the realm of education. So yeah, no, you're right, rich and poor, but rich doesn't have the same definition that it used to have in order to maintain society structure. It's just it's all in our mind when it comes to money, Well, the dollar only holds as much value as you put behind it. Like, I was looking at this joint right here, my picture from when I was back when I used to play football or whatnot. When I was like, yo, I couldn't, if I make it big on YouTube, I could sell this for some money. I'm like, who would buy that? Who would care about that shit? Just me. You know what I mean? And I'm the only one that would be putting value on it. I can tell y'all that shit's worth $1,000,000. If somebody pays $1,000,000 for it, it's worth $1,000,000. So wealth itself used to have significance because of the things that it purchased. But the real things that matter, wealth is no longer purchasing the same way anymore, Maybe like shelter. Shelter's big. Not growing up in the hood is big. I spent about 2 years living in one of the roughest neighborhoods in Brooklyn. And about a year and a half. And that shit was changing me. I used to put my hood on tighter. My face was a lot more scrunched up. I'd smiled less. And I'm like, yo, spending your whole life here, that'll do it. That'll do it. you make an animal out of that shit. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shit. Shit. Listen, bro. Bro, my last apartment had a leak in the apartment. When it rained in my apartment. I ain't no superstar. Somebody lied. Ain't no superstar, man. Uh-huh. Nah, I hear it. I hear it. And when we think about New Zealand, we think y'all living on the beach with palm trees and coconuts. Like, you know what I mean? You think that shit is paradise. That's wrong. I see. I think an island. Of course, an island has palm trees, right? Nah. So wait, palm trees don't grow below the equator? Uh huh. Yeah, no, I know. That's what I mean. It runs through Ecuador. Yeah, it's what the tropical. Yeah, yeah. So no palm trees grow below the equator, is what you're saying?
You can grow palm trees here, but you have to actually grow them yourself before they get to a certain growth.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, learn something
Yeah,
new every
well,
day.
you have to maintain them because it's too cold in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
It's much colder than we're below the tropical line.
I see. I see. This is the way I think of the tropics is like the equator's there, and then the distance from the equator depicts how cold it gets. So if you're close to it, it's hot, and then cold, colder, 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 colder till you get to the
Yeah, yeah,
poles.
yeah, yeah. But that's what I mean. Like these two lines is the top of the Kansai and the tropical, the Kansai and the Capricorn line. These two lines
hmm
is the bottom one and the top one. We're below the bottom line. We're underneath that line.
Oh,
New
okay.
Zealand, our country is underneath that line. So
So
we get
you about to get to what's the joint down there? The South Pole. You
yeah,
co-
we get South Pole weather.
you close to the South Pole?
We pretty yeah, yeah. We're pretty much South Pole.
I did not. I thought I had a good grasp of geography till Rushwolf got up on this phone. I swear, talking to somebody who's over there is crazy. Nah, I get what you're saying. I'm trying to picture it in my head. I'm trying to picture it in my head. So my thinking was always like, you get Florida, then you start getting those Caribbean islands, and then Hawaii. Hawaii's in the Pacific, right?
Yeah, Hawaii's in the Hawaii being the line of the equator.
So
There's
yeah,
more summertime and more weather, good weather.
right, because you guys aren't below us at all. Like below North America, South America, and shit. You guys are below Asia.
We're way below you. Yeah, we're below Asia.
Yeah, so you're on the other side and below. Man, this shit flat, bro. This shit flat. They bullshit. That's why this shit don't make no sense because this shit flat. That's why I can't compute it because it's flat. It's flat. No, no, I know. I could picture it. I could picture it. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't automatically snap into my head as common sense, which means somebody's lying. Somebody's lying about something. Yeah, that's usually 9 times out of 10. That's how it goes down, right? They tell you half the truth.
Doing my own studies.
They tell you half the truth, and then they just figure it out on your own. You got it.
Just that, I get studies from my own.
Yo, so like the structure, the family structure, that's a good one. The family structure with your people, maternal base or paternal base. You understand the question I'm asking? Maternal base or paternal base? Do the men run it or the women run it? Like, do the kids go look for leadership from the men in the family, like the uncles, the grandfathers, or is it usually the mothers? It's equal.
So like the woman would look for advice from more the woman, but also the men, because they get guidance as well from the men. Different guidance.
So I don't know if I picked this up for like I think it was like Dog the Bounty Hunter, and he was always talking about how Polynesian families they respect their mothers. Like if the mom says it,
Do
yeah,
my mother's highly recommended
yeah, because like it was an episode where the dude his mom told him to turn himself in. He was a big dude that was running from Dog, and dude turned himself in because mom said it. And Dog wasn't gonna catch this nigga. Dog was not catching Hobie.
So yeah, in the Polynesian culture, like the woman I consider is like the ones that actually tell the younger ones to you're not doing the right thing, go to like
They shut it down.
yeah, shut everything down
That that that, that's crazy. I'm not saying crazy. That's what's up. That's what's up. I see that in a lot of
same with this too. It's the
Yep.
same
I was
with
just gonna
this
say
too.
that. I see a lot of that in this group of people in these type of people in the 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 blacks of their individual societies. It's like the mothers seem to run the show.
Old Eagle saying Hawaii's under Alaska, my dude.
Yeah, on the map. Haha, you funny. You see, talk about on United States map. Like if you're really dumb, you look at the United States map, they put United States, the mainland, and then on the bottom they put Alaska, then Hawaii. So motherfuckers will sit there and be like, Alaska's on the bottom and then Hawaii, not knowing Alaska is the biggest state in the United States of America. It's all the way on top of the world, right next to Russia, and Hawaii's in the middle of the Pacific. Yeah, yo. So I remember, I started. I was working in auto finance. I could tell. Yeah, I don't care. Y'all know where I work by now. Like, it don't matter to me. So I was working with auto finance at Chase, and freaking the trainer. He used to think he was like the smartest person in the damn room all the damn time. So he's like every training class he had, he would challenge people. He's like, I'll give you $10 if you could tell me what the biggest state in the United States is. And like he was like, most people get it wrong. They say California or something, and he said Texas. And I looked at him like, you dead ass. He's like, he been doing this for years. I was like, dude, Alaska. He went home, came back the next day, and had to tell me I was right. Like, you really had to go home for that? Yeah, he had no idea. But he's not, huh? No, he ain't paying me shit. He ain't paying me shit. Actually, I don't know if it was for money. I don't know if it was money now I think about it, because he definitely didn't give me shit. Yeah, I got it right. So I don't know if it was for money. It was just something that he used to do with his training class. I think I might have made the money part up. But yeah, yeah, I was like, yo, and you sat there, so you sat there and passed that information off falsely to multiple training classes of young people. Damn. It's something like that. You got to check up on yourself, man. Either that or you shouldn't be so, like, that means he was confident in it because he didn't even check his own work. He was confident in that answer enough to tell other people. That's crazy. That's scary, right? That's scary that somebody could convince themselves of something wrong that strongly that they don't even look into it to make sure. Or maybe maybe he was told by somebody he respects. Somewhere he fucked that up. You get the Alaska, yeah, by far Alaska's the biggest state. That's why we purchased it. And all the oil. All the oil. America purchased Alaska. I do not know who from. Was Alaska the last state acquired? I think Alaska might have been the last state of the 50 acquired that we got. Let's look it up. Let's look. Oh, come on, man. Breeze. Breeze is knocking down my photo. I gotta get a real photo joint over here. Knock down the brace. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Alaska. Yep, morning stream. You damn right we doing morning streams over here. We rocking out with Rush Wolf. Rush Wolf from the Patreon, from the chat. No, it's south. What's south of Alaska's tip? Yo, Bald Eagle, you were serious? Bald Eagle, you were serious or you were joking? I think Puerto Rico should be a state. Puerto Rico should be a state. They have their own government to the point that they should be a state. No, it's a territory. It is a common. It's an unincorporated. Mexico is its own country. Puerto Rico is an island in the Caribbean, and it's part of the United States of America, but it's not a state. So it's Puerto Rico's a territory. It's really weird, Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's not a state. It's part of America. I don't understand Puerto Rico either. I don't either. I know we have a few islands like that, but I think Puerto Rico stands with some. We bought it from Russia. We bought Alaska from Russia. Did we really? Yep, Alaska from Russia in 1867. Gold rush. Oh yeah, gold. Yeah. See, look at us getting history lessons over here. Good looks, Bald Eagle. No, we didn't get Puerto Rico. No. We got Alaska from Russia. I don't know where we got Puerto Rico from. I think we just found Puerto Rico. Like, oh shit, Puerto Rico. Yeah. Why would Russia give up Alaska? Lack of foresight. Lack of foresight. Maybe we paid the right price for it. Maybe they didn't see if they could do anything with it. Nah, that was never the case. I don't think that was ever the case. 1867? I don't think Russia was scared of nobody. 1867. They had czars and shit back then. Man. They had czars. They probably just didn't see the benefit in having that all that ice. More ice? Yeah, take the fucking ice.
Like you said, fucking Alaska's America's biggest state. Why would Russia give up?
Well, most of it's uninhabitable though. So yeah, it could
You
be.
got oil there. You said.
But 1867, were they thinking about oil yet? I think they were still thinking about gold. Yeah, I don't either. All right, so this is it. This is what they say about why did Russia give up Alaska. Defeat in the Crimean War further reduced Russian interest in this region. Russia offered to sell Alaska to the United States in 1859, believing the United States would offset the designs of Russia's greatest rival in the Pacific, Great Britain. Oh, so they were trying to utilize us to fuck with England because England had Canada back then. So they were trying to use us as a pawn to get all up in them. That's that. I guess that was smart because England don't got Canada no more.
Chess is a very good game to play.
Yeah, they play chess, not checkers. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think America won that one because Alaska's kind of popping. Alaska's like so it yeah. At the end of the day, so if you move to Alaska, you get $1,000 a month just for moving there. Yeah, the government give you $1,000 a month just for moving there, bro. Yep, on top of whatever you make. So whoever live there, you could be. That's why they got so many alcoholics because even alcoholics get paid 1,000. If you could live off $1,000 a month, nah, they in America we pretty much segment things for plots. So you can't just yeah, you got taxes you got to pay still. You can't just put up a residency and then not pay nobody for it. Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, nobody's here. Let me start building. Like even in the woods, I think if they find you, you could do it if they don't never find you. But if they find you, they're like, hey, you owe us taxes, like property taxes. And you might want plumbing and stuff, that stuff too. Nah, I don't like the cold like that, man. It's starting to get cold over here. Nah, I already got my onesie on, as you see. Yeah, we get snow. It's not as bad as other places. You've never gotten snow, so you never seen snow before in your life. Oh,
I've seen snow, yeah.
oh, okay.
But we don't get snow. We don't get snow in this area of the country of New Zealand, where I am now.
That's dope. That I would enjoy not having snow. Well, the main thing I don't like about snow is when I gotta shovel the shit. Shoveling snow is a near death experience every time. Every time.
You know, we have
What? Oh, December 21st, December 25th is summertime for you? Oh, that's crazy. That's a mind fuck. That's a mind fuck. Santa Claus ain't coming to town.
yeah, well, it's weird. Like, because we've always looked at America and then we've always wondered, like, well, they've always got snow during Christmas. How come we never had snow? It's because of our where we are stationed in the world. Our where we are.
That's crazy. So that really so the things that
We
you
always look at New York
like Home Alone and whatnot.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Uh huh.
What's his name? Die Hard, Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
is it snowing during Christmas?
yeah. So
Like when we were growing up, it's like Christmas here is never snowing. It's always like sunny and hot, and we've always wondered why. But we celebrated Christmas like it's snowing.
So I could see how that could really put you guys in a concept thinking that the epicenter of the world is New York and America because the holidays that everybody celebrates you see represented from that viewpoint. That's
Yes, yes.
interesting.
From American
Yeah.
point of view. So like we've always been influenced by America and like not so much England, even though we're under the British law. England had influence
I agree
on
there,
New
Eugene.
Zealand, but we never gravitated. Us as Netherlands never gravitated towards the English society. We gravitated more to the American society because of the struggle of what years we're going through. We
Mm-hmm.
see the struggles and it just appealed to us more that way back in the 80s and 60s and 50s.
That's wild. That's wild. I believe there's a solidarity that's built, not even through communication, just through um, shared proximity of experience. Like we're not going through the same exact thing, but we're in the same exact position. Like they say, history isn't a cycle; it's a spiral. It doesn't go to the exact same point, but it goes to a similar point on in the same circle. And I think a lot of ways, like that's how.
Yes,
Yes, that's how a lot of our oppressed people are. Like even when you go like the Philippines, they got darker Filipinos that went through the same shit. China, they got the darker Chinese that went through the same shit. It's very much about dumb people.
yeah, but they did, but they weren't oppressed by the whites like how we were.
Right. Well, it's exactly that's why it's a spiral and not a simple circle. Because yeah,
That's why
they try to wipe you guys out. They put our asses to
yes,
work.
yes,
Yeah, it's like yeah, you
yeah,
can't.
no, 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 no. They try to put us to it too, but we fought.
That's the thing. But and you know what? That's because you guys were there already. They were coming to take y'all shit. They took,
Yes,
they did, well, we were transported. It's a certain thing, there's a certain
we got
bravery you can
transported to
have.
another time.
Yeah, when you're at home, it's like, nah. But when you are somewhere brand new, like, what is this, corn? Like, ain't no corn in Africa. Maize? What the fuck is maize? Like, horses? Like, ain't no horse. What is the horses native to Africa? I don't know if there were horses native to Africa.
No, no, there's no horses in Africa.
No, there is. So it's like, yeah, exactly. They found the horses when they came to the Americas, when Native Americans had them.
I think they had them like in Africa. I thought you were talking about.
No, Africa's horses is the zebra.
Yeah, yeah. Super sure.
Right. So in North America, that's what a horse was. So an African coming over to North America off the boat, they see a whole bunch of shit. And you don't really have the guts to fight at that point. You feel like you're in the alien land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna run? I don't even know where my safe base is. Yeah, it was that was the plan that they put in place to build America was perfect, and it's been perfect. It was one of the most perfectly laid down, structured plans. Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring these motherfuckers over here. We're gonna teach them white Jesus. we gonna let them play music, and that's it. We're gonna drink our mint julep.
See, and that's what they did to us as in New Zealand. They brought Catholic and Christianity.
Yeah, that Christianity is a motherfucker, man. It keeps you in order. It keeps you in order, and it allows you to think that servitude is the way to go. Like, oh, you just keep on serving, and you'll get there. You'll get there in the afterlife. It might take long. It might hurt. It might hurt all the time, but you'll get there. Yeah, man, that's the mind fuck. That is the mind fuck. Oh, look, listen, we got through the thumbnails. As y'all can see, I'm done with my thumbnails. I'm just gonna be able to export these joints, and we're gonna have the trailer. So I add the song for the trailer or from YouTube. And wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. That's my shit right there. Yo. I like that song now. Yeah, I might react to that song by itself. I forget what the group is. Hold on, let me see. I'll pull it up right now. Pull it up right now. Wake up. Yeah, it's on. No, YouTube says it. YouTube tells me what the. If you go to thumbnails with Seefus, why that now? I got five. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, today my strike gets off my record. Finally, man. I'm a clean man. I'm a clean man. Man, yo, they had your boy shackled. Oh yeah, man. Yo, LA. Listen, LA's always been borderline no fly zone for East Coast people, but I feel like they're kind of aiming right now. They kind of aiming. Who said that? Said they want to kill Kendrick Lamar? They ODing now. Come on now, man. Come on, man.
Cause I watch a lot of your followers beef, like rap beef, like I watch
Uh
it.
huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like, why would you? What they got to do with it? What they got to do with it? I mean, it's not like he was sitting there and preaching the gospel. He wasn't sitting there. Oh, name of the group is Good Day. Okay, that's good. That's easy to remember. Yeah, it's not like he was sitting there uplifting his community. Motherfucker was getting into beef. You live that life. You bring that energy into your system. You make money from that energy. That was where he was making his revenue. He was earning his living from that type of energy. And when that energy meets you, you can't sit there then and be surprised. You making profit off the energy. You got million. That chain was gaudy. You bought that gaudy chain from this negative energy. It wasn't about you saying no community, no social awareness type shit in your lyrics. So I wouldn't understand how you would group Kendrick Lamar into that group. Why would he get the same treatment PNB Rock got? Kendrick Lamar is not on that energy. You know what I mean? And Snoop Dogg is a grown ass man, old ass man. That's silly. That's silly. Like they got gangster rappers over there. That's a mentality of somebody who ain't gonna do nothing. That's the mentality of somebody who's ignorant who just wants clicks. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to no Snoop Dogg and Kendrick Lamar. First of all, they got security. They not dumb enough to walk around without some real security. Please. You think you gonna catch them up in freaking BBQs eating with a woman by themselves? You out your mind. You think Snoop Dogg and Kendrick Lamar gonna be by themselves somewhere in New York? You better off trying to buy that bridge in Brooklyn, man. Why the hell would they do that? Yes, that's just dead ass wrong. I didn't hear about that. I mean, RP to PNB Rock, man, because he was young. I hate seeing anybody taken down in their early 20s. Because I remember in my early 20s, I talk canned shit that I couldn't back up to. And thank God that I'm still alive.
It's just crazy for us to see all that
Yeah, like back in the days, Tupac and Biggie was a shocker. It was in '96. Like, what rappers got killed? Like ones that we know, and now it's like every other month. Every other month, another well-known rapper is either getting killed or getting thrown in jail forever. That was another thing we didn't see often. Is them catching 25 years, 30 years. Now every other day you seeing somebody get indicted and say he's possibly never coming back out. Like never? Yeah. And they look so young, man. So yeah. Well, you see why I be, man. I'll be right in here streaming with y'all. I'm 39 years old. I don't be partying. I don't be out here with these people, man.
You're 39 and I'm 37.
Yeah, see, so you know it's a different energy, man. Our idea of fun ain't these 21-year-olds' idea of fun. My idea of fun is safe and comfortable, and some sexy
Yeah,
women's.
but you're like you brought up
Oh, that's a fact. That's a
I
fact.
understand
Yeah, yeah, no, that's a fact. Growing up in New York City, I doubt there's anything else like it. I doubt there's anything else like it. It
where you're
it's
coming from. Oh yeah,
it's just. I hope one day. I hope one day you could get out here, man, and take the subway. It'll blow your mind,
Oh,
man.
this one? I ain't come here. I ain't even leave you this one.
You don't got no passport, bro?
Nah, my passport. I'm gonna get one soon. I might move to Australia.
That's
I might
cool.
move to
Yeah,
Australia.
I got me a passport. I only been to Dominican Republic though. I need to go see some other
Cause,
countries. I'm
cause
just checking out the chat.
In Australia, like I can make more money than I can make more here in New Zealand. That's why I want to move to Australia. But my worth is more over there than here.
What is Bald Eagle at Rage talking about? I checked it on the world map itself. I know Hawaii is closer to the U.S. than Japan, and it isn't quite the midpoint. You fly over Alaska to fly to Japan. You can even walk to Alaska when it freezes. From the Bering Strait, yeah, I know that. In the winter, the water freezes over, and you can walk from part of.
Alaska,
Yeah, the Bering Strait is the shortest distance in between two. The was it the shortest? I don't know exactly what it is. All I know is it's a piece of water that if it's frozen, you can walk from Russia to Alaska. That's what they said.
how long is that? I wonder if someone's done it.
I'm sure somebody's done. You know, white people do it. They do whatever they can. They do whatever they want. All right, Bering Strait. Bering Strait. How long is the Bering Strait? That's a good question. Bering Strait length. The narrowest distance between mainland Russia and mainland mainland Alaska is approximately 55 miles. However, in the body of water between Alaska and Russia known as the Bering Strait, there lies two small islands known as Big Diomede and Little Diomede. 55 miles ain't that's doable. Shit.
But how long is that in kilometers? Cause I don't know
Oh man, come on, man, with that.
miles.
All
Bro,
right,
hey,
52
it's
miles
like
is
it's like bro, you know miles. I know
yeah, I don't know
miles.
nothing about no damn kilometers, but now it says right here.
Bro,
It says 52
I don't know
miles.
no miles, bro.
52 miles is 83 kilometers.
83 k's, IK.
That that's not walkable, not in one day, but
Nah, that's a long way, bro. I would say that's a field walk if you're gonna walk it.
that's 4 days of walking. I think 3 maybe. Yeah,
I would say a week. I would
that
say a week in the cold, blistering snow.
that ain't for me. But that's a short drive. That's a short drive. You go 80. You go from Russia to Alaska real quick.
Bro, the only drove you get into some snow roofs.
Oh yeah, the Lord knows what you're actually driving through. You're gonna need some snow tires.
Gonna fall through the ice and meet Nessie.
Oh, Nessie, that's Ireland, right? That's Scotland. That's Scotland.
Nessie's everywhere, bro. Nessie's in Alaska too.
Yeah, well, that story's gonna be everywhere. Anywhere that has murky water, they're gonna say they see shit.
Bro, Nessie's everywhere, bro. She lives in every water.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's still like remnants of old species in the ocean, like in different areas of the ocean. There's like maybe dinosaurs left, a plesiosaur, you know, something just something that we thought was extinct, and they just right there in that one spot. There's like 10 of them, just fucking. Yo, let me end this stream though, Rushwolf, man. This was fun,
You
man.
finish? Yeah,
This was fun. We gonna definitely do this again, bro.
bro. Alright, bro.
I'll holler at you, bro.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, man. That was Rushwolf from the Patreon, from the chat. Yo, shout out to Bald Eagle at Rage, brand new up in here. You got some good takes. I don't know if you was trying to say Alaska really below Hawaii. I think he was joking about that. But I hope he was joking about that. When describing the rhino, they drew something like a drag. What you talking about? Shout out to Eugene. Shout out to Trip Dub. We had some good conversations there. I ain't always gonna get all deep. But yeah, I was just doing thumbnails. I'm done with the thumbnails now though. I'll probably holler at y'all on Monday, man. This is a little impromptu stream. It went pretty good. A couple people showed up. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Yeah, Rush, that was fun, bro. All right, y'all.